Hey everybody, it's Rachel with Rachel Q Stitches and welcome to my channel. Today is Tuesday, January 11th, 2022, and this is FlossTube number 46. Thank you so much for stopping by. If this is your first time here and you like what you see, I'd ask you to please subscribe. It seems to be something we all say. It helps the channel grow. It helps to get out the word of how wonderful cross stitch is, and it kind of shows your appreciation to whoever you are watching. Let me see. This is a channel mostly about cross stitch. Thank you to my returners. Thank you so much. I've had quite the uptick of subscribers, and I appreciate everyone that is here, all of the people who've been here since my first FlossTube, and those of you who are here since just last week or since December. Like I said, I really appreciate it. Get started. I did not get a whole lot of stitching done. My husband and I celebrated our 33rd anniversary Friday, and so we drove down Thursday to Galveston, and we spent just one day there. It's a great little island, beachy town, and of course in January it's super quiet, so there's not a whole lot of people, not a whole lot going on, and you know, we just kind of got to get away. You know, it's not like we get away from our kids, you know, because they're all grown and they don't live here, but it is a time to just get away from everything, the responsibilities of home and whatnot, and just celebrate 33 years of marriage. So anyway, I tried to stitch in the car. Roads in Texas between Lafayette and Galveston are not smooth. So I didn't get a whole lot done, but I tried. And what I tried to stitch on, and then what I decided to put it in my room, and this is going to be pretty much a Sunday stitch, because on Sundays while my husband is watching whatever sport is on TV in the living room, I go in our room and I watch FlossTube, and normally I wouldn't stitch on anything, but I decided to bring this in the room with me, and this is my Prairie Schooler, Santa. I am doing 2004. I am going to do the 4 of them that are having to deal with stitching. Quilting, I think crochet and knitting, cross stitch, and I think the other one is just kind of all of them. I'm not sure. So anyway, so this is what I got done. Y'all have to excuse my version of parking. But this is what I got done. I outlined his little robe and worked my way up and did some of his basket. And then that way while I'm watching FlossTube, I can just fill it in. So that is what I have done. This is Davos that I got through 1, 2, 3 stitch. It is in putty, and I have to say I don't like Davos. It is a even weave, not an Aida, and I find that if I try to use the sewing method, my stitches slip up into the next section, and I don't like that a whole lot. I like to use the sewing method. I stitch in hand, and so that just kind of didn't work well with me. I will finish these. I have enough of this fabric to do 4 of them. I just have to remember that I cannot do the sewing method. So that is that. My goal, like I said, is to finish the 4 that have to do with stitching. And 3 of them came in these revisited books. And so when I finish those 4, I will just pick these books up and stitch the ones that I do have, in the hopes that I can get 12 done by the end of this year. We will see. So far, I think I'm doing pretty good with that one, Santa. Anyway, I also worked on Stitcherovia. This is City of Love. It is in the Cross Stitcher magazine, City of Romance, but you can get it on her Etsy shop as City of Love. It's City of Romance in the magazine, City of Love on her Etsy shop. And I have Readly, so that's how I'm able to get it. And I do have a link below if you want to try out Readly. It is essentially an app that allows you to read all kinds of magazines. And they have a bunch of crafting magazines and several of the cross stitch ones. And I really like it. So I am doing this on a 14 count Aida that I dyed purple lavenderish with Dynaflow fabric paints. And this is what I have done. I am officially into the top 2 pages, which are the top 2/3 of the pattern. And this is what I worked on right here, going up. Yeah. I kind of moved around and did a little bit of some windows and whatnot, but pretty much I picked this color and just did as much as I could in that color without having to count too much. I am still very much in love with this piece. I love it. I don't know if it's if it's the blocks of color, if it's just everything about it. The blocks of colors, the seam, just everything about it. I just love it so much. It is partially full coverage. This whole bottom part, most of it is full coverage, except for when you get up to the sky. And then the sky is just the purple. So that is City of Romance. This is definitely going to be a piece that's going to take me a while. And then Whip Go. I have a slight change I'm making to my Whip Go board. And originally I had put that when a number is called, I would work on that piece one day a week for 4 weeks. I've changed it to just 4 days. I did not get to work on Summer Breeze, which was called, and so I am going to work on that for 2 days this week. So I'm just going to say 4 days and it's done. So if I decide to work 4 days in a row, it's done. The goal's met. So I worked on Pandemic. So here is my whole Pandemic right here. Oops, sorry, I have it clipped. Here's my whole Pandemic right here. This is by Long Dog Samplers. You'll have to excuse the slightly dirty bottom of it. It's going to need a really good soaking when I'm done with it. But what I worked on this go round was this right here. So I finished this deer. I kind of did a couple more vines and I did these 3 little animals. Pretty much I picked this brown. I'm choosing my own colors as I go along. So since I had the brown, I decided to do the little, I believe they're little dogs. Decided to do the little dogs in brown. And so that's what I'm doing there. So I'll pick it up again for 3 more times, 3 more days, and hopefully get this whole middle bouquet, at least the green, done. I like to do that. Get that done. And then that is my piece. So that's what I worked on right there. I knew this when I first started working on it. I really like just choosing colors as I go along. You know, like right here, I knew I wanted these to be blue, but I ran out of this blue, so I chose this blue. So it's really fun just to be creative. Kind of reminds me of quilting, where you just kind of say, I want all this to be blue, but they don't have to be the same blues and everything. So I'm really having fun with that. Will I do another Long Dog Sampler? Ask me when this one's done. If I do another one, if I decide to do another one, I think I would do it in one color. You know, maybe, I don't know about necessarily the same, like if I do it in red, the same red, or would I don't know. I'm going to finish this one before I start another one. I don't think I can have more than one done. Anyway, and then the last thing that I worked on was my EM ABC Sal. We are on the letter M. I do have a hashtag for that, and it is below. And this is what I've gotten done. So all I have left are the specialty stitches to finish the mirror. It is the mosaic stitch, which is essentially stitch, you know, corner to corner, and then the 2. Anyway, that's what it is. So that is my mosaic stitch piece. We still have to do all of this mosaic stitch, this, and all the little centers. I don't think I'm going to do the centers of the border. That's just going to be too much. I mean, that mirror is... I watched Pam, Stitching in the Land of Good Enough, her whip parade while doing that. And that was an hour long. I do have her on 1.5 speed, but still, we're looking at a good 30 minutes of me stitching that. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to do the center of all those little boxes. No. So that's all I've gotten done this week. And that is it. Not a whole lot. This week I am going to work on my other Whip Go piece, which is Summer Breeze by Paula Vaughn. And I'm also going to pull out my Thibodeau piece. I do want to work on my Blackbird stocking for the month. So I'm not sure when I'm going to get that done, but I do need to at least start it so that I can be motivated to finish it. I've watched a couple of people do it. It doesn't seem to take them very long to do it, so I'm kind of encouraged in that. So I'm saying a lot of ums. Sorry, y'all. So that's what I'm going to do this week. Summer Breeze, Thibodeau piece, and I might stick the stocking in with my Prairie Schooler Santas next to the bed because it is one color. And so it's something I can just whip up with no problem. So I don't know. And then I think I'm going to put work on Christmas Garden this weekend because I didn't get to work on it last weekend on Blackbird weekend. So anyhow, that is all I have today. I do want to say, go dogs. Thank you. We appreciate what you've done for us. I'm not a football fan. I am not, but I know that Georgia winning made my husband happy. So, you know, go dogs. I think that just kind of proved to us that the SEC is a great, I lost the word, division, whatever you want to call it, in college football. See, that's how big of a football fan I am. But, you know, it was great to see another team win. You know, it's kind of like when you're watching a game show and some guy just keeps winning and winning and winning, and you're like, you know what, you're getting boring. I'm tired of watching you all the time. That's just kind of how I feel about the team that lost. So anyway, if you're a fan of Alabama, I'm sorry. You know, I know the heartache, I know the disappointment and everything, but my husband is an alumni of LSU, so we are LSU fans. Anyway, and my son, it's funny, my sons, when they were little, you know, my middle son declared that he was a Georgia fan, and my husband was like, what? He's like, Dad, they have a dog for a mascot. It was all about the dog. So, yeah, so he was a Georgia fan, and, you know, he played football, he played high school football, he was a center, he was a center, you know, and, you know, he's still not a huge football fan. He likes going to LSU games with his dad and brother, and that's about it. So anyway, we give him a hard time, the fact that he was a Georgia fan. But anyway, so that's all I have today. I rambled on about football, and I don't even like football. I like basketball, so, you know, there's that. But thank y'all for coming. And this is a short video this week. That's all I have. I don't have anything more. I'm going to get home and get home. I am home. Still haven't worked on this quilt. Maybe one day I'll get to working on quilts again. But I'm going to go get this thing uploaded, and I might work on my, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to pick up my Blackbird stocking and work on that while my video is uploading and doing its thing that seems to take forever. So thank y'all so much for watching. I truly appreciate it, and I will see you guys next week, Lord willing. Bye.